and welcome to the Panelists, the lighthearted discussion show where we engage in the chivalrous sport of seeing who can make the best jokes out of a situation that, were it not hypothetical, would be extremely unpleasant. This week, I'm joined by Team Plaid.
I'm Rad.
And I'm a dad.
Well, I mean, you can be Rad too. They're not mutually exclusive.
Have you met any dads?
So Nelson, you're new. Introduce yourself.
Oh, hi, I'm Nelson, and I've never been on the Panelists before. I actually also just poofed into existence 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, specifically for the show.
I have no memories at all.
I feel like Loading Ready Run, when they need more people, just sort of will them through some sort of ritualistic process.
Like, what are these things?
Yeah, you were a mannequin, you see. These are your hands.
I can't keep sitting down. We need to go run and play in the fields together.
You are on the wrong group of people to do that.
I could also just talk.
I'm so glad that whatever existential crisis you're having was resolved quickly. Also, considering we have a bunch of new people poofing into existence on this show, the fact that they all seem to have beards and wear a lot of plaid is kind of worrying to me. Where's Jacob? Is he around here? Is he in a bucket somewhere where we cloned him from? Anyhow, joining me also this week is Team PvP Tuning Pass.
Much like a PvP tuning pass, we don't happen very often.
My class sucks, and it's the worst class. And I think it should be the best class.
Everyone but me needs a nerf.
Yes.
Thank you, Reddit. Now, in good news! Good news! Your mother is calling you! And as usual, she is disappointed that you have not been given a single honorary doctorate yet, because your mother is very proud of you, but has a loose grasp of how one gets an honorary doctorate. Anyhow, in order to appease her, you've unarchived the email from the Thurston Art College of Collegiate Arts, where they offered you an honorary degree in exchange for your extremely small modicum of internet fame becoming inexorably tied to that crap diploma mill. So, are you going to trade in your credibility for a free degree in crystal divination or an IT maintenance? Team PvP Tuning Pass.
I think we're going to go with IT maintenance, Kathleen, because this is what our mother calls on us for anyways. We might as well have the qualification.
Well, I have bad news, because I'm using my crystal divination degree to look into the future, and it turns out you and Adam are getting replaced by robots before the end of, your prime career days.
No more printer setups.
We're free! We're free!
I'm learning that I don't know a lot about crystal divination.
No, that's fine, and I think it's okay to not know very much about this thing, because we don't. What we do know about it is that we traded our, mostly LRR and Twitch-based, assumption of value for it. And
That's a good way to credit it.
And I think we should hope that somehow we've traded up, at least in our mother's eye. Already we have now, instead of just something we do that she doesn't understand, we have an honorary doctorate. And we need to get ourselves in some wills in the family based on this honorary doctorate, because we can't use crystals. We figured that out in the first 2 minutes. Here.
Well,
but we're going to trade up again.
Yeah, and in the current situation that I'm in regarding Twitch and internet fame, as we call it, I really do not have a retirement plan.
Right.
So, Cameron,
Yes,
we've
Adam?
traded our lifeblood. We've traded a small modicum of internet fame.
Very small.
Very small, very tiny, for anonymity.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes.
And
yes.
we are now an IT specialist.
Not only an IT specialist, the PhD implies that we are some kind of IT hyper-innovator. In fact, that we have published something that nobody has ever done before.
Yeah. And you know what we can do as a faceless IT master?
What?
Run Oracle for a superhero.
Ooh. Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
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 We have no fingerprints. We burn them off.
Ooh.
Wait,
yes,
no.
I like this.
I like this. We can actually work together on this scenario, because we just become some sort of super vape hero, and some sort of superhero using the power of crystal divination.
That's right. You could come and work for us. What's our superhero name? Just, the Beard Mind, maybe. The two of us together with our honorary doctorate in crystal divination.
Well, they have to be something about rocks in some way,
okay,
right?
all right. Let's turn it into,
So I could be you could be King Quartz.
Sure.
And I could be the
Sharpest amethyst on the street, on the block.
That's a mouthful, and I don't know if it'll go on a comic
How
book.
about just Little Chippy?
What about Dr. Divino?
Dr. Divino.
That's a pretty good
Dr.
one.
Divino and Lil Chippy coming live.
I mean, we did trade it all for what I'm assuming is a mountain of phone calls from our mother asking us IT advice, which is kind of a downgrade a little bit. But since we have a PhD in IT maintenance, we can just invent a program that answers the phone for us.
Absolutely.
I want to jump in there and point out that your doctorate's supposed to be just as fake as ours, so you may or may not be able to invent that program, and your mother might still just have to talk to you and ask you what you're doing with your life.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I still know dick about rocks.
Wait, you were able to leverage your PhD into literal superpowers, and we can't
we
even set
can.
up a printer?
No, time out. We never
We
said we
already
had.
know how to set up a printer.
We
Okay.
no time out. We never actually implied that we had superpowers. Any dickhead can call themselves a superhero.
Hey, Kathleen. Since this is a diploma mill anyway, can we just make up our own PhD?
Oh, why not?
Cool.
I mean, if you guys want to be doctorates of meat tasting or doctorates of ill-advised seagull taming efforts, like, go for it.
Finally. My time to have a PhD in God of War has come.
Could I just be a pundit?
A PhD in punditry?
Yes. I just get invited to go on political shows and expound on things that I clearly have no idea about, but, I mean, that's what I do here.
I mean, it's pretty convincing, so I'm going to say yes to both of you.
I'd like to be the second PhD ever in the sound of Cameron's voice. If he gets his PhD in punditry, I assume, I'll have to wait at least a year or two before I can write my fake thesis. But I've gotten lots of opportunity to just hear him kind of talk.
Is there a PhD in being a critic of the articles that Nelson writes about Cameron's voice?
Absolutely. We're building an
Can we
entire new
just chain
field
keep
here.
going? Yeah.
These fake degrees all the way down.
At the end of the day, we're just creating a job market in and of itself, and it all starts with Cameron.
Ooh, I like this a lot. I'm at the apex of this. No, yeah, this is a pyramid, all right. Hopefully, maybe once everyone starts to publish, we could even like move away from a thesis-based program based on my voice, all the way over to a course-based program.
But
And then nobody has to do anything other than show up.
I may have a PhD, but that's not going to stop me from stooping to doing YouTube reaction videos to articles that Nelson writes about Cameron's punditry.
I'd like to apply for my second fake PhD in reading the comments of YouTube videos.
Can I make a PhD then of somebody who reads the comments and of the videos and then makes videos about reading the comments and replying to the comments on the comment section?
You monster.
The problem with getting a PhD and reading the comments is eventually what you'll actually need is an MD. Just because the blood is just pouring out of your eyes.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna want to form my own splinter school at the end and just start handing out my own degrees that I make up. And I'm not even gonna ask people for anything exchanged. They're just gonna show up in your mail like on April Fools every year. Like, congratulations, you've got a PhD now in making other people feel bad. Watch out.
Psychology.
Isn't that the equivalent? Isn't that the equivalent of just like somebody opening up the mail and like it's just this nicely printed letter? They open it up and it's just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
So what we've decided is that you're all going to work together to use your fake degrees to better yourselves and significantly worsen the world as a whole. Congratulations, that's the spirit we're looking for on the panelists.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give 5.5 points to Team Pass the Puck. What was it?
Tuning pass.
You can just call them Team Reddit.
Team pass the puck. Me and Cameron we love passing that puck.
Yeah, just setting other people for those slap shots. You know, I also work the corners.
I believe all of that. And I'm going to give 14 points to Team Plaid?
Plaid.
Oh, I got one. Excellent. And you know what? That's good news. And you know what else is good news? There are too many emoji. That's not actually part of the prompt. It's just something I feel strongly about. Anyhow, in middling news, you are all finalists in the Shoppers Drug Mart Panelists Team of the Week Grand Sweepstakes. Your prize will either be a lifetime supply of quadruple A batteries, which are a real thing, or a lifetime supply of President's Choice brand Memories of Anaphylaxis Legume butter. Which will you be less disappointed to receive? Team Dad, plaid, rad.
Are the quadruple A ones really tiny, or are they big, like D-cell kind of looking ones?
Well, here's one I know from my TV remote no longer working. You've got your double A's.
Yeah.
Then you've got your triple A's.
Yeah, and they get skinny.
They're smaller.
Yeah.
Now, a quadruple A, which is apparently a real thing, according to our host who looked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Would I lie to you?
Anyways, I assume that they're freaking, like, infinitesimally small and it requires a microscope to see them.
Okay, so we can power really tiny things.
Ah.
Like an immense amount of really tiny things.
So we're going to control the nanobots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're going to then
Take
over the world. Oh, we didn't say it at the same time. We're going to then take over the world.
Wait, one more time.
We're going to then
Take over the world. Fuck.
Cameron, I have an admission to make.
Yes.
I don't know what that really big word was in the middle of the prompt.
Oh, anaphylaxis is like the allergic reaction you get when your throat starts to close up.
Oh.
So this is for people who suffer from, I'm assuming, a kind of debilitating and potentially lethal dairy allergy.
Oh.
The best part about winning a lifetime supply of legume butter is that if you use all of the legume butter at once, you can abuse the lifetime clause.
All right.
So they're going to have to carry around a lot of legume butter.
A lot of butter, but we've got all these batteries, and on a cursory Google search, I figured out some important devices that triple or quadruple A batteries can use.
I just want to stay in the fantasy land where, like, we're the bad guy from Big Hero 6.
Where we have a bunch of little nanobots.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, fine. Fuck Google. So basically what I'm thinking here is we use these nanobots to specifically ruin people who get lifetime supplies of a certain product.
We're just going to show up to all of the sweepstakes ever.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to be lurking.
Yeah, and on the
We'll
off
pop out of our
chance,
evil lair to show up to, you know, ribbon cuttings.
yeah, on the off chance that somebody also is getting another, like, we just come back every year to the shopper sweepstakes.
Sure.
Because I don't know how long a quadruple A battery lasts, but I assume not like more than a year.
No.
So we just refresh by stealing all the quadruple A batteries.
But we already have a lifetime. Yes, but we need to steal more of them.
Right. We need
Yes.
we need 2 lifetimes worth because there's 2 of us.
Of course.
Because the batteries, if 2 of us are using the batteries,
Yeah.
then that means we only have half a lifetime's worth of batteries.
And I think we should probably come up with a cool superhero name for ourselves.
Guy who regrets throwing his Samsung S9 on the floor, man.
With just chuckles.
Can I just say that I'm really concerned that we were given, presumably all in one bulk shipment, a lifetime supply of a perishable product?
Yep.
Because there's some implications going on there that I'm not really comfortable with. I mean, what is the shelf life of legume butter? Is it a week? Is it 2 weeks?
I mean, if it's anything similar to like the butter that I have in my refrigerator, it just never goes bad.
Yeah.
Right,
Butter doesn't
right?
go bad, right?
Right?
Right, Cam? Cameron? Please tell me butter never goes bad.
Butter never goes bad.
Oh, thanks.
You know what? These fools have all this butter, but they can't refrigerate it after opening unless they have enough quadruple A batteries. So the best thing about picking up this lifetime supply is being able to sell it on the sly. We can't let the shoppers people know about it because I'm sure they made us sign some lengthy contract explaining what we're going to use our lifetime supply
Yeah.
of eeny weeny teeny tiny yellow polka dot batteries for. But what it's going to be is shipping them all to Cam and Adam so that they can fuel their huge storage unit walk-in fridge inside of their apartment where they keep all this legume butter so it doesn't spoil.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine how much a lifetime supply of something is?
There's a limit. I think, like, there'll be a limit per month that they give us. It's not like you can get... A lifetime supply isn't a lifetime supply. It's not like as much as you can. They give you, like, you get 45 pounds of legume butter every month.
Well, see, because that's my question, right? It's not just, like, if you get a lifetime supply and you get to determine how long you live and you get it all in one lump sum, we don't even need the nanobots. Can't we just, like, flood the world with batteries?
I like where you're going with this.
And the battery singularity soon just becomes everything because who knows? You know, like, I would get really upset with somebody if somebody gave me, like, a batch supply of batteries and went, here's your lifetime supply of batteries. And I'd go, you don't fucking know how long I'm going to live, and get like really indignant about it until they give me so many that I could basically just like take over any free space, anything in the universe until everything is just quadruple A batteries.
So your plan, and the reason that getting this lifetime supply is so much the right choice, is that we get to one up ourselves and not even turn into the previous bad guy. Now with enough batteries, we can just become the like amoeba human from Akira and just like absorb all of the rest of the matter in the universe.
Yeah, we just become battery.
Yeah. It's all turning into tiny batteries now.
Are you trying to bootstrap yourself up to a Kardashev level 3 civilization on a technicality? Just converting the entire galaxy into batteries?
Shoppers Drug Mart, you fucked up.
I just realized that Memories of Anaphylaxis Legume Butter is not a butter replacement, but instead a peanut butter replacement, which I think turns this entire scenario on its head.
Yeah, we could turn the entire world onto a whole new brand of cleaner living.
Yeah.
Legume butter popsicles.
Legume butter sandwiches.
Legume butter body cream.
Legume butter sandwiches.
It's kind of hard to sell legume butter, isn't it?
I think that's why we're getting a lifetime supply of it.
I think I choose anaphylaxis.
We'd like to modify our answer.
So what we've decided on is that both teams would like to exploit the prize on a technicality. And I actually can't think of anything more appropriate for the panelists. So 9 points for you and 58 points for you guys for saying anaphylaxis so many times, which means I forgot how many points I assigned, but I think I gave you guys a generous enough margin that Cameron and Adam win. Go team PvP hand scraping. What were you again?
PvP tuning pass.
Sure, Reddit. All right, so thanks so much for joining us. And remember, there may be no prize, but, you know, maybe keep watching anyhow. Thanks.